My name is Amanda Williams. I was born and raised in Columbia, Maryland, and I'm currently a physical education teacher at Forest Ridge Elementary School. Growing up, I participated in a lot of sports. As I went on to college, I played club volleyball, and then after college I found that there was a little bit of a void in my life, which is one of the reasons I got into triathlons. My first adult triathlon was when I was about 25, somewhere in my mid-20s. My father was still doing triathlons at the time, and I was looking for something to do to stay active. So my father challenged me to try my first triathlon. Prior to my first triathlon, my swim experience was very limited. I was not confident in the water. I had only swam 3 years of swim team in elementary school. But I loved to run, and I had a mountain bike from middle school that I trained on. To prepare for my first triathlon, my dad taught me just to view it as 3 workouts: a swim, a bike, and a run. I was only able to swim 4 laps the first time I got in the pool and was very winded. So I actually competed my first 7 triathlons all breaststroke. Didn't have to sight anything because my head was always out of the water. For my first race, I was very nervous, but more so excited. I knew that if I got through the swim, that I would sit down and eat a snack, which I did. Took it very slowly. And then I would start my next leg of the workout, which was the bike that I was always used to, because I had biked the course every weekend, and then I would run. So I knew it would be fine if I got through the swim. My advice for first-timers is just try it. Once you try it, you're going to be hooked. You're going to love it. You don't need anything fancy. You just need a bike, a helmet, swimsuit and goggles, and a pair of running shoes. You are never too old to do a triathlon. My mom is 71 and she still competes in triathlons. And I've actually recently gotten my daughter this past year into triathlons as well. I think setting an example for my children and being active is really important. So as a PE teacher and a mother, I like my kids at school and my kids at home to see me being active and enjoying physical activity. Because if you don't enjoy it, you're not going to be active. There is no perfect type of person or body type for the sport. It doesn't matter what you look like, how much you weigh, how tall you are. There is no typical athlete. You will see when you compete, there's people of all sizes, shapes, and ethnicities. It's truly a sport for everyone. One of my favorite things about triathlons is that there's always a great story to tell. One time, I was late to Bear Tri. I put on my wetsuit, I got one leg in, and then the other leg I could not get in my wetsuit. And I look up, and I've met a friend named Kathy, who now visits from out of town. She's laughing hysterically because I'm putting my legs into the armholes of my wetsuit, which is why I look like a fish out of water, just struggling. I've ran with my helmet on. I've gotten flat tires, but there's always a good story to tell at the end. The best memory of finishing my first race is just finishing. My mom has always taught us that finishing is winning, and that's how I view every race now. I finish it, and that's the enjoyment that I get out of the race, is just finishing.